wind turbines. Well, last night I night hiked out of Mojave. Ended up staying at the Motel 6 in Mojave, got some great meals at the Primo Burger across the street. Resupplied, had a really good resupply store actually, Stater Brothers, probably the best resupply yet. And just climbed up last night out of the Mojave and into the beginning of the Sierras. So pretty excited to at least get some elevation. There may be a couple times where we dip back into the desert here a couple times before the main Sierras, but it's nice just to be out of the hot desert anyways. So in about 140 miles is Kennedy Meadows, and actually less than that now, but that's kind of the famous start of the Sierras and it's supposed to be a great place. It's actually quite a ways away. It was 145 miles from the resupply, so that's about 6 days of food, and it's definitely the heaviest I've packed so far. A lot of food. Probably gonna have to pack more than that going through the Sierras though, so I guess it's a good time to get used to it. Well, I made it to 600 miles, that's cool. And should be out of the desert soon, which I'm looking forward to. It's been way too hot. It's been a nice hike in the trees this morning, but I think just with the combination of the heat and the long stretches between water, I am just out of energy. And yet there's still about 100 miles to go before Kennedy Meadows, so not gonna be the greatest stretch, but we'll see how it goes. Well, I am in the Paiute Mountains. I think it's a mountain range just before the Sierras and right before you dip back down into the Mojave for a little bit. And had some amazing trail magic today from Paiute Mama. She lives up in the mountains and picked me up, took me into town. I got some good food to eat and a little bit of extra food for my pack. I was actually afraid I was going to be running a little low coming into Kennedy Meadows, but not now. So that was amazing. Unfortunately, when I left with her in her car, I actually left my trekking poles at the trail. So came back, they weren't there, but then very fortunately an extremely nice hiker named Lazy Boy picked them up and left me a note, and so now he's up ahead. I actually got back pretty late to the trail So I'm gonna do hopefully a 10-mile night hike and try to catch him where he's planning on camping, and pick up my poles so he doesn't have to carry them. Gotta say, it feels pretty weird hiking without trekking poles after using them for 600 some odd miles. So we'll see how this goes. Got some donuts for energy, and it's mostly downhill from here. We'll see. This is basically what the Mojave Desert looks like. Off in that direction are the Paiute Mountains, and everywhere else is nothing. Included in that nothing is the lack of water, which kind of sucks. So there's a car, and whatever that is, and whatever that might be. Desert is a weird place. Well, I got some desert trail magic, some apples, pudding, and chips. Very nice. Definitely brings a little cheer to the area. The stretch I'm on is like a 40-mile stretch without water, and really the only water is 1.7 miles off trail, down 650 feet, so not the greatest place for water. There's supposed to be a cache coming up soon, so hopefully it's got some water in it. We'll see.